Good evening, random strangers. Today, I am reacting to The Amazing Digital Circus, Episode 9, the finale, Remember. Or, I guess to be more accurate, I am re-reacting to this because, yes, full disclosure, putting this out right now, I have already seen this. I did end up going to see it in theaters. Apologies if you wanted to see my full blind reaction of it, but I wanted to see it in theaters because I thought it would be cool to support it, and also I was on a beach vacation with my friends for the weekend. We decided to go to the movies, and our options were either that or Masters of the Universe, which I didn't really have that much of an interest in, so at least a few of us saw this instead. And short answer, just gonna put this out now, we all liked it. That was definitely interesting because some of us had seen the full show, some hadn't, but either way, across the board, we all gave it a thumbs up, you know, we all enjoyed it, but either way, I'm definitely excited to see this again, because I definitely feel like there was some stuff I missed out on. I know there was some stuff I'm gonna enjoy, there's some stuff that is going to hit really hard, so yeah, this is definitely gonna be interesting, reacting to something I've already seen, because I feel like this way I'll at least be able to convey my thoughts a bit more clearly. There were some things I definitely will be able to, like, elaborate on a bit more, so yeah, just putting that out there right now. If you're hoping for a blind reaction, that's sadly not what this is, but either way, I'm hoping I can at least be somewhat entertained for this, but because, yeah, this has been a long time coming. Now, as I've said before, as you probably know, I was not a fan of the show from day one. I didn't get a chance to watch it until only a few months ago, but what I have seen, I have very much enjoyed, so yeah, I'm definitely really looking forward to finally having the chance to not only share my thoughts with this a bit more, but also that way everyone who didn't see this in theaters can now finally see it and doesn't have to worry about spoilers. So yeah, I already know this is gonna be an emotional roller coaster. I'm nervous, but I'm ready. Let's do this. Here we go. It all ends for real this time. Yep, and we open with a callback to the opening of the first episode, which I really like. And yep, Kane's not here this time. Dingle and Soogle, the king and two. Still got the bucket. Raga, the Jackson, and Tommy. Yep, all the color starts to be sapped away. I love how different their expressions are from the pilot versus this episode, because back then they were all very cheerful and happy. Now everyone just looks terrified, and the color slowly drains out of the circus. Yep, he killed Kane.
Are you sure? How did that even happen? There's no undo or anything?
He was messing with the console as I was working. I don't know what happened, but before I could try to get him back...
Yeah, he was messing with the console. Was that Kane messing with the console, or was that someone else trying to sabotage him? Or was Kane actually trying to stop him, and in a panic he deleted him? That is interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. Either I didn't notice that when I first saw this, or I didn't pick up on it. Either way, that's definitely interesting of note.
Are we all just supposed to forgive this? This guy messed up in the worst possible way he could. Now, we have nothing.
Jax, please, just...
Jax, no.
He gets to mess up like this and everyone takes his side?
There is a lot to take in with that, especially given what we find out later, but I will discuss that more when we get to that part. Either way, that... So, yeah, that's the one advantage to already having seen this. Some parts that are clearly meant to come back hurt all the more.
Brain scans.
Yep.
Scratch was trying to make a brain scanner. We didn't know how to work with the files, and they were impossibly small, given what they were supposed to be.
I really love that line. The files are impossibly small given what they're supposed to be, showing that a computer program is still, no matter how complex, is minuscule compared to the complexity of the human brain. That's great.
I saw a folder full of them when I was in Kane's code.
Yep.
So, I guess Kane found a way to get them working.
Yep, confirming the theory that they're not actually the people, they're just digital replicants of them, and they have been this whole time. I know that was a theory floating around for a while. I wasn't I heard that was a bit of a theory that some people thought. I wasn't entirely certain, but I definitely thought there was more to that line Kane said in the last episode about how, like, the bodies are, like, physical manifestations of their mind files and stuff. I was very confused by what that meant. I thought it definitely could hint to something like that, but now it is a full confirmation. Yes, they are not actually the people. They're just digital replicants of them. So, yeah. That's definitely a big reveal.
I know what it means.
Mm-hmm. They don't even need to say it.
Congratulations, Zooble! Guess you still get to leave your mark in the world. Oh.
Yep, and Jax's immediate response is to just lash out at the others in a sarcastic way. Dude. Dude.
I guess you still get to hang out with Mommy after all, right, Rags?
Shut up, Jax!
No,
Guess
dude.
I'm still. I know.
Guess I'm still. Ugh. Yep. He tries to use their issues and insecurities against them, but then he remembers his own and it just hits. But you're not, Jax. The sad thing is, I already know you're not.
For some reason, it still hurts so much to hear it.
I know it
Pomni.
hurts.
He just walks off, not even saying a word. Jingle. Jax. No. Kinger leaves too. Pomni. Come on, you have to say something.
Need any help?
Sure. If you want to give it a try.
Hey! Here's teaching Pomni how to conjure! Wholesome! In this very unpleasant moment.
Try not to think too hard about it.
Yep. Is that supposed to look like the glitch logo? I assume that's supposed to look like the glitch logo.
I really wanted to help.
You had a good start.
I thought I could uplift everyone, but everything's gotten. Am I stupid for even trying?
Yeah, no, Pomni, you're not stupid. You just wanted to help people. Oh, I told you this is gonna hurt even on rewatch. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I just want to give Pomni a hug. She has been through so much.
None of this is your fault. I don't think anyone could have predicted things to play out the way they did.
Yeah.
Out of all the people I've seen enter this place, I don't think any one of them adjusted as quickly as you did.
Aww.
Weeks, hell, even months to get used to everything, myself included. You found your footing in a matter of days.
I love this scene. It's so sweet. It's a great parallel to the scene back in episode 3 in the dungeon. It's really nice to show Pomni and Kinger do still have that connection with each other. And it also certainly helps that now that the whole circus has gone completely dark, Kinger is actually able to focus and stuff. Yeah, I still stand by. I feel like Kane was doing something to his mind. I feel like that is at least a possibility, because I know it's not deconfirmed in this episode or anything. It's not fully confirmed either. I feel like that probably has something to do with it. Or maybe it was just a side effect of him being there since the circus's inception, but I could be wrong.
You've also become someone they can trust.
Yeah.
Even if they don't seem receptive.
Aww.
It's times like these, they're gonna need someone like that the most.
Yeah, in dark times like this, quite literally in this case, really, you have to help those around you and you have to let them help you, because at the end of the day, that's all you have. That's exactly what Pomni was saying at the beginning of the last episode. They really just need to stand by and be there for each other. And unfortunately, not everyone is able to see it that way. God, I already know what's coming. We got this.
We've been here before.
Yep.
Have we?
Yeah,
Aww.
I doubt you remember.
Well, it's still true.
Yep. But Pomni remembers, and that's what matters most.
We can't fix every problem.
No.
Not with ourselves. Not with the world around us. But we can still do what we can.
That's a great line. We can't fix every problem, but we can still do what we can. That is very important and to remember and very true.
It's gonna be a lot of work.
But it won't be a lot of work alone.
Yeah, I love Kinger. He's definitely my favorite favorite behind Jackson Pomni. Yep. He's teaching her how to conjure. They're fixing everything up. Now Ragatha wants to help. Teaching her. Zubo and Gang will join as well. I'm trying to enjoy the happiness because I know what happens after this. Yeah, I really love the star showing just how much time is passing. And Jax is sitting off to the side, not helping. Come on, dude. Oh. No. Jax. Come on.
Never mind.
He can't bring himself to open up to them. He can't bring himself to reach out. He can't bring himself to be vulnerable around others. Yeah, this hurts even more knowing what happens. I'm not ready to push play. I am not ready to push play. And I have to.
I wish I'd pried a little more.
Yeah.
I somehow forgot how bad it can get.
There it is. He abstracted. Jax finally abstracted. Even on rewatch, that hurts. But I will admit, it doesn't hurt as much as it could, because I know a few people have agreed with me on this sentiment. I really don't like that he just abstracted off screen. Even, I feel like at the very least we could have gotten a flashback, or we should have gotten a flashback, because all of the previous abstractions have happened so suddenly, and I get that this is supposed to be similar to that, but I feel like if there was any abstraction that we should have actually seen take place, it should have been this one, because we got the glimpse of him almost abstracting back in episode 7. I really wish we could have actually seen it here. Again, that's just my opinion. This still is effective enough, but I really wish we could have seen it actually happen, because that feels like a big missed opportunity. Either way, this hurts.
What do we do now?
What can we do?
Yeah. Can't go in the cellar.
Of course he'd wait until there's nothing we could do about it.
Yeah.
That's just so... God damn it, Jax.
Oh, Zubul is still trying to be mad at him for this, because they still see this as like one last-ditch effort to get back at them, but even then, they still can't help be hurt by the fact that he's just gone now.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, Gangle.
Hey. This isn't your fault.
I assume this implies that he abstracted shortly after Gangle said something to him, or is she just blaming herself for it? Yeah, again, there's definitely a lot to read into with that.
Why can't I cry for him?
Can I cry for him? That... Yeah, that is another really effective line. I know I've heard some stories of people saying something similar, where when they lose a loved one or even just someone that they knew, but they can't bring themselves to cry and they feel like something's wrong with them or whatever, but that's a sad thing of life. It's just complicated like that. There's not always a clear answer, unfortunately.
I always thought it should have been me.
Oh, Agatha. No.
We were friends once.
Yep.
I mean, sort of friends.
Yep. That's why he made that jab at her back in episode 5. Like, look, it's a budding friendship, right, Ragatha? And why he got so upset about her saying that not anymore when Pomni asked if he had any friends, along for other reasons, which we'll get to in a bit.
Then, what was it? Something like the Snowy Summit.
Snowy Summit, yep, just like the snow globe we saw in episode 7. I knew that meant something back when I saw that. I knew that had some sort of relevance. And here we finally learn.
I can't really remember. Something happened between him and her.
Yep.
And
Ribbit.
Ribbit.
Yep.
Her name was Ribbit. I tried to comfort him. He told me to never mention Ribbit's name again.
Yeah. He was too hurt by her abstracting, so he decided to just run from it and try and push it down and forget about it, but unfortunately that doesn't work. All it does is cause it to keep building and building and building, so that the few moments it does come back, it just hurts all the more.
I think that's where our friendship really finally ended. And I guess I just didn't want to lose any more friends.
God, that hurts. That really hurts. Honestly, I don't even really have much to say about this. That is just painful. And also, I guess the one thing I can't say is, well, just in general across, mad props to the voice actors in this finale, and in this scene in particular, mad props to Amanda Hubbard, the voice of Ragatha. They absolutely nailed this performance. It is fantastic. You can really feel the emotion and the just despair and heartbreak coming from Ragatha's voice. Mad props. It is crazy impressive.
Show us what I know, huh?
Ragatha, you were the first real friend I made here.
Yeah.
I still consider you my closest friend.
Aww.
I'm glad we're still friends.
They're so cute. Ragatha actually has someone who's willing to comfort her for a change. I mean, we had that scene with Kinger in episode 6, but that's nothing compared to this. Yeah, that's part of why I love Pomni so much. Yeah. That's all you
I
can do.
need someone like you right now.
Aww.
Pomni.
I think we could all use a friend like Pomni and Ragatha. I said it in the past couple episodes, and I'm gonna say it again. The show just has an absolutely fantastic cast of characters. They are all just great. Really like all of them. Okay, this part in particular had me really worried when I first saw this, because it felt like they were saying goodbye to each other, which, yeah, I'm just gonna say, thankfully does not happen, but, yeah. This definitely had me getting nervous. There he goes. Pomni's keeping an eye on him. I wonder why. She's still got the gun. I love how the only color we see is just from his eyes in that one shot of the hallway. That was really cool. Yep. Darkness. Yeah, that's another great thing. A good callback to the conversation Kinger had with her in episode 3, how surrounding Queenie in darkness after she abstracted, she was able to remain calm, and he was able to at least somewhat connect with her, even if he couldn't actually get through. So yeah, no, that was a great piece of foreshadowing right there, and this is a great callback. There go the eyes. It's calm. She's going in. And good, the lights and colors, just like in episode 7. Yep. Oh, we got 5 different doors, and all of them with differently colored jacks on it, but the last one is boarded up, so clearly that's the one he wants to repress the most. Yeah, God, the animation in this is fantastic. Just the colors and the lighting all look so good. The green one. Yep. Alright, yeah, definitely have a theory about this. So this is like a hypothetical. I think this is a recreation of what happened after Ribbit abstracted, but obviously with Ragatha in place of Ribbit and Pomni in place of Ragatha. And basically this exact exchange happened.
I just want you to know that if you need anything, or if you need to talk to anybody,
Yep.
I'm here for you.
Mm-hmm.
You need me. I can fix you.
Yep. And he just attacks her. Immediately lashes out. God, that shot with his eyes. Yeah, I love how that's basically the opposite of that shot when he was going on his, like, rant in episode 6, how that his pupils were, like, really, really tiny, but here they're massive and taking up almost his entire eyeball. It's nuts.
What? We can't die from oxygen deprivation, remember?
It's still painful, dude. I wonder if there's some kind of connection with that. Because, yeah, I remember during the, like, the holding breath thing in episode 3, he was the only one that we didn't see. I'm wondering if, when he found out about that, he tried it and then panicked and then decided he was never going to do it again. And judging by the way he said that, I assume Ragatha was the one who encouraged him to do it, or at least told him about it. I don't know. I could be wrong. Either Ragatha or if Pomni is supposed to represent someone else in some way. I don't know. I feel like there was definitely some sort of connection with that, but...
Come on, guys, put some gusto into it. We're gonna make this the best funeral ever. It's what Zubul would have wanted.
Yeah, this is if Zubul abstracted. I wonder if this is another thing that happened after Ribbit abstracted. And again, if notice, Gengal's got like the happy mask on that she was wearing back in episode 4 when she was really trying to hide herself and hide her pain.
Remember, it's not a mourning of death. It's a celebration of life.
And Jax is in the maid outfit.
I figured what better way to honor Zubul's spirit than by wearing something all gender freaky, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I hate you.
What?
What are you all doing? Get back to work!
Yeah, I think that's the angriest we've ever seen Gangle. Yep.
You killed the only person I've ever loved!
Yeah, now this is if Gangle abstracted. Zubal's going nuts.
Sheesh, you just blame me for everything, don't you?
I love how this part just becomes a Looney Tunes skit. It's hilarious. A little moment of brevity amidst all this despair.
I think this calls for a change in scenery.
Yikes! Always gotta love the classics. Gotta love the classics. Only thing missing would be a shot of Zubal like falling down, and we just see them get smaller and smaller, like the coyote. That would have been a great touch.
That's all, freaks.
Out to lunch. I love Looney Tunes. Hi, this is Future Me. Just wanted to pop in real quick and say that I've thought about this more as I was editing it, and I now realize this is just kind of a hypothetical what-if scenario if these various characters abstracted, like Ragatha, and then Zubal, and then Gangle, etc. But the door that's chained off, I now theorize that's what Jax thinks would happen if Pomni abstracted, but the reason it's chained off is because that would hurt him so much that he just doesn't even want to think about what that would happen, because she's the only one that he was actually getting close with. So just wanted to pop in and say that because I find that pretty interesting. Alright, now for the yellow door, we got this scene.
Why are you wearing that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be caught dead wearing that. I'm wearing it ironically. That way it shows truly just how little I care.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's supposed to be kind of like a callback to end of episode 5. That was the angriest we had seen him at that point. He was just livid. Even Zubal was like, I've never seen you this mad about something before. So this is his way of lying, like, oh, I wasn't really bugged by that, but he really was.
Don't forget about me. I can play the piano. You know, if you have to say you can play the piano, it makes it seem like you can't actually play. Yeah, just shut up and play!
Yeah. I love the water's all like glitchy and staticky, like old TV static. That's great. That's a great little touch.
Everything's way more fun when you play it out in extremes.
Yeah.
That's not reality, though.
Oh boy,
What is
reality.
that?
I literally just noticed that these three are supposed to be the ones we saw in the previous rooms. Like, we got the maid one from the Zubal abstraction room, that's the crazy one from Ragatha's, and the cartoony one from the Gangle abstracting room. Hope I explained that pretty well. You know what I meant. Whatever, you know what I meant. The person who abstracted in each scenario, you know what I meant.
Where's the real Jax?
You're not gonna get anywhere asking questions like that. Now scram! You're messing up our game.
The piano one, I assume this is his room. And there's that one.
Do any of you have a key to this door?
You women need to learn to quit prying all the time.
Nice.
Wow. I hope that doesn't also happen to me.
She didn't even need to throw something at them for them to disappear. That's good. He's the only one that gives the key. That's the one part of him that actually does want to open up. Here we go. Yep. This is the footage that we saw glimpses of back in episode 7 when he was having his panic attack. Sleeping. I assume that's either a homeless shelter or some abandoned building he found. I wonder if that's... I wonder if that was the... I wonder if he was sleeping in the abandoned office building where he found the headset, and that is what ultimately caused him to be here. As, yeah, we still don't fully learn how everyone came across the headset, but I think we can definitely imply in some things and stuff. Yeah. So I'm assuming that's how Jax came to be. Yep. We got Kinger, Ragatha, Kaufmo, and Ribbit. We finally get to see Kaufmo and Ribbit in the flesh.
What's...
Whoa, it's okay. I know it's...
It's freaking out like everyone. Ashes them out.
look... stupid.
I remember that feeling.
Yeah.
It goes away eventually.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, and I love the parallel to that scene of Pomni in the pilot when she looked at herself in the mirror. Yeah, The cafe. I remember back in episode 7, and Jack said he hadn't been up there in a long time. I wonder why.
Hot chocolate's pretty good. Kaufmo and I made it kind of a tradition to come up here and get it every week.
Oh, he laughed! Ah, yes, we did it!
Shut up!
I didn't notice this. That's the fireflies and stuff. That's similar. I just noticed this. This is like the stargazing adventure back in episode 5, and we never found out who suggested that. My question is, I assume either Ribbit suggested it or Jack suggested it for Ribbit, maybe, or maybe it was Kaufmo. Either way, this is definitely intentional. This has to be intentional.
Hey, Ribbit, you want to be on my team again?
Sorry. I'm gonna be showing Jax around this time.
No worries, y'all have fun.
I love the contrast of like the team up thing and how in this here they're just perfectly fine, like yeah sure whatever, but then they all get guns. There was a little bit more of a tension with Pomni and Ragatha and also Kinger and stuff.
Hey, Dummy!
Sup, moron?
Oh my god, same.
You gotta watch out for her. She's gonna corrupt you.
She's gonna corrupt you. Oh, dude. Come on, really? They had to say that. They had to say that.
This adventure was really fun.
I'm
Well,
glad I could cheer you up.
Yeah, again, we got the starlights, similar to the stargazing. Definitely has to be intentional.
Have you ever done something that you regret?
I'm gonna need a minute to mentally prepare myself for this. I have to watch the scene again. Oh, I have to watch the scene again. No. Come on, Aiden. You got through this once. You can get through this again. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. This is going to hurt.
Yeah? Have you ever breathed air?
Yep.
I mean, like, I cut ties with my parents when I moved out. They were devout Mormons, and I wasn't.
Yep. Can never trust the Mormons.
Despite that, I still wish I could see them again. But I'm stuck here.
Yeah. Well, you're not entirely stuck here. There is a version of you that's out there somewhere. Wonder what the real version of Ribbit is up to, and Kaufmo, and all of those other people that we saw. I mean, I'm assuming Scratch did the desk with the tumor, but...
Is this your way of trying to get me to open up?
It's my way of letting you know I trust you.
Yeah. I love how all of this stuff is a POV shot, too. I just want to bring that up. That's really good. We literally get to see his memories. He's exactly how he remembers them. That's great.
I told you I was homeless.
Yep.
What else do you need to know?
The truth.
Do you trust me?
It's kind of a lot.
You're kind of a lot. But I still like you. A lot is fine.
Gooseworks, why are you doing this to me? I can't take this, I can't take this, I can't take this.
A lot is fine, huh?
Yes, Jax, a lot is fine.
They split when I was just starting high school. I was never close with my dad. He was there, but he also kind of wasn't.
He was there, but he also kind of wasn't. There's a lot, yeah, that's another thing, there's a lot to read into. I'm assuming he was around, but he never really connected with him that much. He was just kind of like, hey, sport, how you doing? Or blah, 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 or just like, oh, hey, kid, something like that.
He never seemed proud of me, and I always felt like a disappointment to him. Like I could never live up to his standards. I thought I got along better with Mom, but after he was gone, she changed.
Yeah. Two things. One, this provides another parallel between him and Ragatha, how they both had abusive mothers. And two, this is when the POV finally goes away and the camera slowly spins to show his face, and that way we can see his full emotion of what he was going through when he was recounting this story. That's great.
When I showed weakness, I was less of a man than him. When I lashed out, I was just as bad as him. It was...
that is... I hate how accurate that is. How men are always encouraged to, just toughen up, not show emotion, not show weakness, blah, 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 but then you just end up with overtly toxic masculinity and stuff, and, like, that's not healthy for anyone. That's not okay. No one wins in that situation.
Confusing. It was like she missed him, but also hated him.
Yeah.
And I became the target of all that.
God, it's awful when parents take their issues out on their kids. They did nothing wrong. They did nothing wrong.
One stupid day, I was just kind of fed up with it. I told her something I regret telling her. Something deep and personal that...
I really wonder what that was. I really wonder what that was. Yeah, hi, future me again. So, apparently the thing that this was discussing and hinting towards was, this. I would just like to point this out because I am a complete and utter fucking dipshit, and this entire idea of, like, Jack secretly being trans and stuff never even remotely crossed my mind even once. In first or second viewing, nothing. That did not come to me in the slightest. I had no idea that was an actual thing until I saw people talking about it and that it was confirmed. So, yeah. Oops. I'm dumb. I'm very dumb.
She laughed at me. Then she went off on me. And it didn't stop.
And that is why he's so afraid to open up to people. That's why he can't let anyone see any weaknesses, because he's afraid that he'll get the same reaction that he got from his mother. Poor guy. I knew this was gonna hurt. It still hurts the second time.
The thing that bothered me most was, at the end of all of it, she hugged me. Yeah. I pushed her off me with all the force I could. She fell backwards. And she didn't get up.
Yeah, I don't even know how to unpack that. That's a lot. Jesus Christ.
Whatever I did to her, I'll never know. I guess there's a lot of things I regret about that day.
Yeah. Again, I'm really just left speechless for a lot of this. Wow. Again, even on rewatch, this hits hard. That's crazy.
I mean, if the police never came after you, then she was probably fine.
Yeah.
I'm...
There it goes. There it goes. Immediately, he just panics, flips, puts the mask back on. And this time, it doesn't go away. If anything, he just doubles down. And this is where it all goes wrong.
I definitely overshared.
Wait.
No. Jax. No.
I'm glad you trust me.
Actually, see me crying.
This is embarrassing.
Shouldn't be embarrassing, dude. She wants to be there for you. She wants to support you. She wants you to be honest with her. Ugh. Oh, she gives him the bow. I feel like I'm watching a car crash that I can't do anything about. I feel like that scene in Interstellar where he's like, no, no.
Your secret's safe with me.
Hey.
Jax. God damn it, Jax. God. This is even more painful the second time. This is really where it all goes wrong. Part of me wonders what would have happened if Kaufmo didn't interrupt. Because I imagine that was supposed to be a more intimate moment with Ribbit, but then someone else coming in, Jax just panics. I really do wonder what would have happened. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. And part of me is also wondering if, in addition to himself, Jax also partially blames Kaufmo for what ended up happening to Ribbit.
Alright, so if you ever tell anyone about this, I'm never speaking to you again. Sound good?
God damn it, Jax. God damn it, Jax. God fucking damn it, Jax. Yeah, and I also love how this is when the camera shifts back to his POV.
Why am I such an idiot? Why am I such an idiot? Why am I such an idiot?
Hey, Jax. Made you feel uncomfortable
What?
or...
What are you talking about? Oh, you mean... You know none of that was real, right?
It hurts! It hurts! Oh, this hurts even more the second time. It hurts just as much the second time. It still hurts. It still hurts. I know this was coming. It still. Come on in. You can get through this. 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 I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
What, that corny backstory out of a Hallmark movie? Nah. I got you, though.
No!
I'm gonna go.
Now he starts avoiding her.
Hey, wanna team up?
Nah, I'm teaming up with Kaufmo. Maybe next time, though.
Yep.
Hey, you wanna team up?
Nah, I'm with Kaufmo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and again, the parallels of earlier, how at first it's just like, oh, okay, sure, but then it starts to hurt more and more and more as he's pushing her away.
What's up with Ribbit lately?
I have no idea.
You know exactly what's up with her, Jax. You know exactly what is up with her. You thing.
I'm gonna hang out in the cafe.
Okay. Why are you telling me this?
Yep. It's tradition to come every week. He was there at first. Now he wants nothing to do with it, which is why he said he hadn't been there in a long time.
I don't know. Hey,
Oh God, no, 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 not the snowy mountain, not the snowy mountain, not the snowy mountain, not the snowy mountain. Ugh. I really don't want to play this. I don't want to keep watching this. This hurts.
What is there for us to possibly talk about?
I don't know. Just whatever.
There's a lot.
Whatever's going on between us, can we just stop this?
You did nothing, Ribbit. You did nothing. Oh, Jax, stop pushing her away. Stop doing this. I know I'm screaming into a void, but I don't care. It's all I can do.
We're here. We're talking. What else do you want from me?
I just want to be friends again.
What? So you can pry into my personal life and hold it over my head?
That's not what she was doing, man! That's not what she was doing! Oh, she's not your mother! She's not your mother! Stop! Ah! I'm starting to think seeing this in theaters was a good thing, because that way these types of reactions were building up in me, and now I'm finally able to let them out, because... This hurts.
Here we go! Why are you still fixated on that night? Nothing happened! You keep reading into things when there's nothing there!
Hey, she's not the one fixating on that night, Jax. You are! You're the one who keeps pushing her away and avoiding her, all because of what happened on that one night. It's you! It's you!
I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone.
Hey, if...
I said it before, I'll say it again. Mad props to the voice actors for this, both Michael Kovac and, I'm sorry, I don't know what Ribbit's voice actress's name is. I'll look it up when we get to the credits.
Ribbit ever says anything about me, just know it's not true.
Dude!
What?
Yeah, he has no idea what's going on.
Hey, Ragatha, what was that movie you were talking about earlier?
Huh?
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Wait, when was I... Oh, you mean yesterday?
Why do I get the feeling he just immediately brushed her off as soon as he saw Ribbit was going the other way?
Jax, have you seen Ribbit at all today?
How long did it take before they realized she abstracted? Yeah, there it is. Had she already abstracted by that point? If so, genuinely I want to know, how long did it take for them to actually notice? That is, that's a lot. What theory crafting time? I am willing to bet that Jack said, I'll go check on her, didn't, and then was like, she's fine, she just wants to be alone, and then eventually she just broke out. I would not be surprised if that's what happened.
Especially close. Yeah. Just... if you need anyone to talk to.
Do I look like I need someone to talk to?
Oh, right, okay, so I take back what I said earlier about the paralleling Ragatha. I forgot about this. Yeah, no, so it's supposed to parody Pomni was in the place of Kaufmo, or at least something similar. I mean, maybe something similar happened to Ragatha at some point. That was a fusion. I don't know, but either way, I forgot about this. But yeah, no, this is when he started to turn on Kaufmo as well. When he started to be like, hey, I can be there for you. And of course, because Jax is so afraid with being close to people, he just shoves them away. He did it with Ribbit, he did it with Kaufmo, he did it with Ragatha, and then he tried to do it again with Pomni.
Don't be afraid to reach out to me.
Jax.
I promise.
Yep. Promise to never say anything. Oh, and there's Gangle. And she finally showed up. Okay, so yeah, we have full confirmation. The order of at least the main six appearing was first Kinger, then Ragatha, then Jax, then Gangle, then Zubul, and then finally Pomni.
How about we call her Gangle? That sounds about as pathetic as she looks.
What?
Great choice, Gangle!
And he gave Gangle the name as an insult. That's why she's always so afraid of him. Yeah, so pretty much from minute one, he's just done nothing but torment her, especially. I'm willing to bet, I'm willing to bet part of the reason for that is because he almost, in some way, subconsciously viewed her as, like, Ribbit's replacement and stuff, and was immediately just trying to shift all of that pain that he felt towards her abstracting onto Gangle. And then I wonder if he was trying to do the same thing with Kaufmo to Pomni early on.
I'll be sure to add that right into the system!
Yep. Just look at him.
Jax, look.
This is when he
I know
finally...
we don't...
Yeah, again, I know I love the parallels, because at first he was definitely, yeah, the quote-unquote funny one, but he was much more lighthearted and goofy and, you know, just messing around with everybody and like, hey, what's up? But then after what happened with Ribbit, he pushed her away, led to abstracting, which only made the pain even worse, and now he just starts pushing everyone away and acting like a jerk to everyone. Jax, you have so many issues. And it ultimately came to bite you in the ass. Yep.
Have fun being crazy.
Yep.
And I should just play along.
And there's
until I
Pomni.
wake up.
You never know until it's too late.
And there's Kaufmo abstracting.
You're not looking too good. You gonna cry? Looking like this?
Yeah, when was that? He's got the bowling ball, so I'm assuming that was shortly after what happened with Kane?
I'd move on.
Oh no, maybe it was earlier. But yeah, because now we're back here.
And probably forget about you.
No, you wouldn't. There's the snow globe.
Hey.
And now, we're back here. We're all the way back here. Oh boy. We finally learn pretty much everything about Jax. We had glimpses with the other characters in previous episodes, but now we finally get to him. And, yep, as I said, it hurts just as much the second time.
I didn't know you could play the piano.
I only know like 2 songs.
It's 2 more than I know, buddy. Yeah, I love how that's just the first thing she says to him, not any of that stuff, of all the emotional baggage. Just, I didn't know you could play the piano. Yeah, again, I love the rippling light effects. That's so cool.
Why are you here?
Yep. Yep, him falling into the void, just like we saw with Pomni back in episode 2 in that dream she was having.
I'm a terrible person.
That's with his mother.
I already know I am.
Jax.
You're not supposed to care.
Wait, go back, I need to see what those were. Yeah, prison jumpsuit, so I assume he did at least spend some time in either jail or juvie or whatever. Yeah, there's that. I wonder if that's supposed to look like what he looked like in the real world. I don't know what that purple was. We got the maid outfit, we got, the ski outfit, beach shorts, camo, maybe that's a past adventure? Or maybe these are all just past adventures? I don't know.
You're not supposed to miss me. You're not supposed to love me. This isn't how this is supposed to go.
Yeah. Pomni in place of his mother. And again, mad props to Michael Kovach's voice acting here, because you can feel the pain coming out of Jax. Pomni just goes right up to him. Yep, they go. And the leave me alone, you're not supposed to miss me, you're not supposed to care. That goes back to what I was saying before about how he's pushing them away, not only so he doesn't feel bad when they abstract, but also so they wouldn't feel bad if he abstracts. Yep. She just gives him a hug. Unlike his mother, he knows why. She wants to be there for him. Despite everything, she knows he's still a person deep down.
You're making this so much harder.
Yeah.
You should have just talked to me, man.
Yeah. All of that can be... Jax's whole character can be summed up by, you should have just talked. You had those people. You had Ribbit. You had Kaufmo. You had Ragatha. You had Pomni, dude. You entirely brought this on yourself, man. God, does it hurt.
It's too late.
Yep.
I did this to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Then talk to me now.
He finally actually accepts an embrace.
You always have to go and complicate things.
It's what I do.
I love you, Pomni. Jax, despite everything, I still love you too, man. You're an asshole. But you're my asshole.
I don't want to go.
Also, I can't be the only one who got Spider-Man and Avengers Infinity War vibes from that line. I don't want to go. Hugging. Come on.
Stay with me.
Can't on me. Sorry, but he can't. Flash grenades. Oh. I'm gonna have to mute this for copyright, but... And Zooble to the rescue!
You weren't gonna try to take care of him all by yourself, were you?
Oh.
You guys keep saying, we're all in this together.
Mm-hmm.
You guys.
Oh, they couldn't save Jax, but they could save her. Yeah, I know a lot of people had mixed feelings on Jax, but he is still one of my favorite characters, because he went through a lot. He definitely messed up a lot, but that really did blow up in his face. But at the very least, he was able to have one last moment with Pomni. God. Glitching. And they gave him a little tent. And now, she's finally able to cry for him. You and many others, Gangle. You and many others. Oh, she's got little drawings!
Having a lot of complex thoughts.
Yeah.
We're still human.
Yep. Oh. Oh. You're so sweet.
I hope it's enough to keep him contained.
He should be calm in there. Darkness is soothing to them.
Yep. And Kinger would know that more than anyone. Also, I like how even though the lights are back on, he's still able to remain sane, which, yeah, I still stand by my theory that Kane was partially what was missing with his mind.
You better be. You know how many arms I had to go through to get him in there.
Yeah, and Pomni's still bugging out.
How are you holding up?
Yeah, I love the call back to the first episode, but roles are reversed this time. Ragatha touches Pomni while she's glitching, and her hand starts to get all fuzzy.
Doesn't that hurt?
I've been through worse.
She has, both physically and emotionally. But it's not over yet. Kane. The Ringmaster lives on. There he is, in the void, which I assume represents the trash can. And Bubbles with him, too. Finally letting it sink in of what you did, eh, buddy? Yeah, no, there is another Bubble. Yeah, that's another one of my issues with this, is we still never really know what exactly Bubble is. Like, we know they're Kane's assistant and stuff, but, like, where do they come from? Why do they act all this way and stuff? I still don't fully understand what exactly Bubble is. I would have liked a bit more info on that, but...
Was I truly that bad?
Yes! Yes, you were.
Is this really what I deserve?
Yeah, pretty much. At least for now.
They tried to delete me.
Not
They're
intentionally,
wrong,
but...
right?
No. Kane, you went apeshit and tortured them for several days. You are in the frickin' wrong, buddy. Given another century, you really would have become Am from I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream.
Did I ruin this?
Yes. Yes, you did. Reaping what you sow, buddy.
Again.
Wait a minute.
Did I ruin this? Again.
Again. Did I ruin this again? Wonder what that's a callback to. Maybe that's something. Maybe it's something that happened when he was still just the dot. Because yeah, I completely blanked on. Rewatching episode 8 made me remember. Oh yeah, the 2 dots were a thing that was clearly supposed to be like Kane's creation and stuff. I completely blanked on that, but in my defense, a lot of other stuff was going on. Yep, there's the dot. Looks like the light portal from 2001: A Space Odyssey. There's the exit. Love the parallel shots here. Go into the files. Run, Kane! Run! Yeah, CA neural scans. Hang on, what did that other part say? Yeah, obsolete. So yeah, I'm assuming C&A probably has no idea that this is even happening and stuff, because they tried to delete Kane, they deemed the neural scans obsolete and stuff, so then they just like shove it aside on another hard drive and throw it away, and that ultimately is what and Kane just completely created this place without them even knowing it? I wonder. Wait a minute, what did that say? What does the door say? Blue Screen Cafe, Blue Street Cafe _ free Wi-Fi. I forgot about that. Nice. There you go. And now he makes a red one. Green. All the different colors. Break through. Yep. Yeah, now this is clearly a recreation of the opening of episode 8, only we actually get to see it from Kane's perspective and how he how he got out of this. The void represents like that whatever prison or firewall or whatever it was that they put him in and stuff. And now this is him getting out, and soon we will see even more. Yep. Breaks it. Through even more. Yep. CA neural scans obsolete. Blue Street Cafe free Wi-Fi. Now we see him create the circus. Yeah, no, I remember some of my friends were confused about this, but like that is what is happening right now. This is a flashback to when he created the circus. At least these parts are anyway. Using the mind files. There's the door. Yep, Mike Dobby. I wonder, was that hidden somewhere in an earlier episode? Maybe it was, I could be wrong, but either way. He uses the mind files of Mike Dobby, adds some more stuff, and creates the circus's first resident, Scratch. That's how the circus came to be. And that's at least one question we finally get answered. Ah, great, I'm stuck in Yahoo. Abigail Brooks, Susie J. Ackerman, Zoe Raghavan, Leroy Mateo, Grant Best, and Riley Versailles. We finally learn their true names. Figures out who they really are. He's running out of Wi-Fi.
I was irresponsible.
Yes, you were.
I turned them against me. I could create intelligent beings that do whatever I want, but I can't create them.
Nope. Because, like I said earlier, AI can never truly replace humans.
Is their free will not what made them alluring in the first place?
Free will, baby!
But they hate me.
Yep, red and blue.
They had their fun out there.
It's my turn now!
Nope. Sorry, buddy.
I'm sorry I did this to you, buddy.
Yep. Blue Dot, the other AI. Which I assume that one was codenamed Abel.
I'll miss you. I really will.
I wonder what's gonna happen to that little one. Back he goes. Back to the circus.
Hi, Kane.
And the moon returns.
You know, I never programmed you to say you loved me.
I know.
And was able to become more than what she was programmed for. And maybe Kane can too. And this is where we came in. Yep. He fixes Pomni. And they immediately start panicking, like there's only one thing that can fix that effect. Where is he? Yep. Yeah, I love the contrast. They're both scared and pissed. Zubul especially is pissed, and also protecting Gangle. That's really cute. Yeah, Pomni's really concerned. Ragatha's just shocked. Kinger looks confused, and Gangle looks horrified.
That you're afraid.
Yeah.
And you have no reason to trust me after all I've done. But I've been doing a lot of thinking, and...
Hey, dude, I didn't trust you from minute one, so...
I want to give you control of this place.
Yep.
I understand now that keeping you under my thumb just isn't right.
Hooray for character development! Took the whole show, but you finally realize you're a lunatic. Nice. Yep.
Did you need any help with?
No. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, I've made something for you. Feel free to join me by the stage whenever you're ready.
Yep. Finally learning the truth about who they really are. Or at least who they were. Also, hang on. Are those starbursts on the projector? Those look like starbursts.
No more mind games.
Here, we finally learn the truth.
Pomni. Abigail Brooks.
She's that is the one benefit to watching this on my computer and not a giant movie screen, is that I can actually see what's happening. I can actually read some of the stuff. Like we learned that Abigail is from Missouri.
But she seems to have opened up more. And is hanging out with new friends more often. She even has some of them in her video.
She's got 6,000 subscribers, nice, and 5,000 views, and published November 22nd, 2017.
She even has some of them in her videos with her, which she still posts on occasion. Ragatha.
Alright. The real estate, raising the bar. Rising real estate star Susie J. Ackerman talks with Property Plus about farms, finance, and friends. Property Plus. Let's start with the sale they get her name on last year's or the Whitaker estate. Laughing. That one really was just the right place at the right time. Oh, for sure. Well, I already know a lot of them. Not to brag, but me and my girl Daisy Bell, Daisy Bell, call back, are... It's like such a simple lesson for everyone. Susie, yeah, I would believe that 100%. You know, a lot of people out there have land that's been in the family for generations, so then a sale's not just a sale. It's like an heirloom that they pass on to someone who deserves it. It's really special to them, and they want to know that whoever takes care of it will love it as much as they do, in the same way they do.
Susie J. Ackerman. She appears to have left her hometown, cut all communication with her mother.
Yay! Cutting off toxic parents!
And has excelled in her career. She's made many friends.
It's my friends that have got me that far. Ackerman competing with her horse, Daisy Bell. Oh, Daisy Bell's her horse. Oh, okay. I've been competing in show jumping for years, so I just happened to run in those circles. Henry Whitaker was basically like a mentor of mine in sport when he sadly passed on. His family wanted to sell the ranch and stables, but they wanted a buyer who would keep it as a ranch.
And it looks like she has a strong, genuine connection with them.
I think there's too much focus on the dollar figure. Of course it matters, but if someone's offering $1 more than the competition, but they're going to write the land, you wouldn't sell to them. I just think the sentimental value is still value. So many people around there feel the same way. Oh, that's nice.
She seems happy. Like she understands who she is, and that she matters to people.
Yay!
Gangle.
Zoe, author and illustrator of the manga-inspired webcomic Love to Go-Go. Yay, she finally got that manga-inspired webcomic. Front cover art sketch, very excited for this. New to Twitter. You can tell this takes place in the past because it's still properly called Twitter. So this is before Elon fucked everything up.
Gangle. Zoe Raghavan. Despite her injuries, she's made a good recovery in the hospieven
Injuries. Oh, right, so she did get hit by a car.
Anne has gotten a new job at a small design firm. She even began posting pages of her webcomic online.
Yeah, Digit Design ADT is hiring a really reduced budget who's proficient in After Effects and is keen to learning motion graphics. Some pages for the new chapter hand in hand. Aww.
Zubul. Riley Vercellis.
Triangle Bar changes the scene. In less than a year, Triangle Bar's eclectic space has become the place to meet and look for people looking for refuge and community. When you pass by the threshold into Triangle Bar, you notice that the rest of the world seems to melt away. Perhaps it's the combination of the quirky neon lighting, the chill beats playing throughout, and the excited chatter rounding out the experience that lets you know you're somewhere you can be. When Triangle Bar opened a year ago, I'm assuming side nestled between G Garden Chinese restaurant in Cameron's Deli on the 57th Street, the only way you could tell if there was a single underrated... Okay, I'm not going to read this whole thing because this has been going... I'm not going to read this whole thing because this is way too long and this has been going long enough already.
They look like they've settled a bit.
Triangle Bar's experiment.
And opened their own bar. It seems to be a successful one. People all over the city come to it.
Yay!
Kinger. Grant Best. He's still working in...
Dad playing with his new tie, kinda cool though. Aww.
Pack. Anne is still happily married to his wife, Destiny.
Destiny, yay! Real life Queenie!
They appear to have 2 daughters together.
Aww.
He looks like he's a good dad.
Aww. Here's tearing up at the sight of, at least, the real him gets to see his wife.
Jax.
Sad movie act.
Leroy Mateo. After being unhoused for a few months, he was able to room with one of his close friends. And is able to pay rent.
He's a delivery boy. Nice.
Weirdly enough, a spot they seem to frequent is Riley's bar.
Aww.
You definitely have it in you. Not sure about mine, though.
Aww.
Well, maybe you've got more confidence than you thought.
Exactly.
I don't quite have the same power that I used to, but I can still make this place better for you. I'm keeping the worlds open.
Yeah, you gonna talk about the voice acting again? Alex Rochon, mad props here, because you can very clearly tell the difference in Kane's voice. How he is way more calm, way more mellow. Ooh, he sounds very different from how he did in all of the previous episodes, where he was like very loud, very hyper, very energetic, but here he's like way more reserved.
So you can do what you want when you feel like it.
Yay! Simple suggestion!
What do you say, Pom? Abigail?
Abby is out there.
Yep.
Living her best life. And here, I'm just Pomni.
And we love you, Pomni. Jax. Oh, the mural for everyone who abstracted. And we got Queenie, Jax, Ribbit, Kaufmo, Scratch, and these other 4 who we do not know the names of. I mean, I think they were probably revealed somewhere, but either way, I don't know their names. I also love the rig of all the Zubul parts and Gangles up on a chair. Right, this still feels bad about Ribbit. Huh. They're playing a D&D clone or whatever that is. Out of the park! The Glowing Queen! Now, yeah, they put the abstracted people in an aquarium, which is much nicer than the original cellar. That's really cute. Open. Zubul gets their bar. Me? And I love this, the parallels to episode 1. This time, Omni's actually happy. And yep, zooms all the way out. Bye, Pomni. I love you. there we go. That is the end. That's the finale. Okay, Sky Redden, that's who voiced Ribbit. Just wanted to give him a shout out. Yeah, I'll give him a shout out to everyone. Lizzie Freeman, Alex Rochon, Michael Kovac, Amanda Hubbard, Marissa Lenti, Sean Chiplock, Ashley Nichols, Gooseworks, Sky Redden, Aaron Hansen, Ego Raptor, and Cassie Iwulu. Apologies if I pronounced that last name wrong, but yeah, mad props to everyone involved here. You all did fantastic. I actually met Amanda Hubbard and Michael Kovac at MomoCon a few weeks ago, and they were both really cool, by the way. It was very nice getting to actually meet them. Yeah. Directors, mad props to everyone here. Wait a minute! Ginger and Kane caught the crappy fish! Well, let's hope they just kindly threw him back. I mean, the dude already lost his life savings. He shouldn't have to lose his life, too. Now they're cooking. Now they're in a band. Goodness! I did not notice that the first time the heart's behind the door and Gangles is open. So, Gangle and Zoomel finally did become a thing. I did not notice that. This show was made completely by humans. Yep. Glitch. Gooseworks. But we're not done quite yet. The real them. Getting on a bus. And there we go. The Amazing Digital Circus is finally, fully complete. Hi, so I'm recording this a bit later because, well, one, I wanted to collect my thoughts on it a little bit more and hopefully be able to explain them better, and also because I was recording that for 2 hours, so I really had to go to the bathroom and eat dinner. So, yeah, because, yeah, it is currently 8:30 at night, so, but anyway, now I can finally say my thoughts on it. Well, like I said, I enjoyed it the first time, and watching it again, yeah, no, I think this is a good finale. I know it's been very divisive online, especially places like, Twitter and Letterboxd and Blue Sky and all, Instagram and all of that. I know some people aren't too thrilled with it. Personally, I enjoyed it. I thought it was solid, but it is definitely not without its issues. Like I said, I think Jack's abstracting off-screen was disappointing. I would have really liked to actually see that. I think that could have been a very powerful, very effective moment. But thankfully, at the very least, we do get that scene of him, like, fully succumbing to the abstraction with Pomni and stuff, which that scene is phenomenal. But again, if we got something like that earlier, I think it could have been even better. But either way, that part was, yeah, a bit of a mixed bag. There are definitely some good stuff and some bad stuff in it. I think the emotional moments in this finale are fantastic. Like I said, the moments with Jackson stuff, especially with Ribbit and learning, actually getting to meet Kaufmo properly and stuff, and the part at the very end with Pomni, those were fantastic. Again, mad props to both the writing and the voice acting. They were fantastic. Just phenomenal. The scene with Zubul and Gangle towards the end was really nice. The scene with Pomni and Kinger, as well as Pomni and Ragatha, were both very good. And yeah, that should brings me, I think, nicely into another complaint. I was talking about this a bit with my friends when we first saw it in the theater, but this finale is very, very Jax focused. Like, he takes up a lot of it. I mean, at least like 20% of it, I'd say, probably even more, like a quarter, maybe even half, is finally like going in more into his backstory and what happened with him and Rim and stuff, which makes sense. You know, it is done very well, and we hadn't learned that up to that point. But if you are not a fan of Jax, or at the very least if he's not one of your favorites, that might be disappointing to people, because one of my friends specifically said your feelings on the finale might not be entirely tied to this, but it will be very heavily dependent on how you feel about Jax as a character, which I know a lot of people not only have mixed thoughts on, but also have strong feelings towards the other characters and stuff. That's another thing I've been seeing getting quite a bit of flack recently, is how Jax has essentially become the secondary protagonist behind Pomni, and I know the fandom has been going ape shit lately for these past couple of months, to put it lightly, and apparently one of the first things that started was Gooseworks saying something along the lines of Jax is the secondary protagonist of the show behind Pomni, which a lot of people were not happy about. Now, again, I'm okay with that. Jax is my second favorite character behind Pomni, so I do enjoy a lot of the focus he's gotten. I think it was really interesting. Again, it had some of the best moments in the finale and some of the best moments in the show as a whole, so all of that was really good. But if one of your favorites is one of the others, like Ragatha or Kinger or Zubul, I can understand being a little disappointed that they get sidelined, which I definitely agree. Some of the balance of the characters could have been better, because, like I said, Jax is like a huge main focus. Pomni obviously does a lot. We get some really good moments with Kinger and Ragatha and Pomni and stuff. Those were really good. Gangle and Zubul definitely get sidelined, so yeah, I wasn't really a huge fan of that. Kane's stuff in the last 10 minutes I think is really good. I mean, it definitely is quick and stuff, a lot of his development, but as I said in my previous reaction, he is an AI, and as such, he processes things a lot faster than a human, so him coming to those conclusions makes a bit more sense, and also, it certainly helps. We don't see, we can presume he spent a long time in the Void, because, like, we don't... Because remember, there was a significant amount of time passing between the start of the episode and when he actually comes back, so it's pretty clear he was going through a lot more as time went on and stuff. I mean, I don't know how long it was before he, like, actually regained his consciousness, I guess. I don't know if he blacked out for a bit or if he was just immediately sent to the Void and that's it. But either way, I think that part's worked well enough. Again, it was really nice getting those flashbacks to, like, him escaping his containment or whatever and actually creating the circus and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. And, of course, some people maybe just say the ending as a whole as a little generic and stuff, but I think it works. It is nice seeing them actually learn about who they were as people prior to entering the circus, and they can't leave, but we're at least able to make it better and stuff, and I like that. I think it's nice. It leaves the door open for more stuff, which I don't think will happen, actually, given, again, recent events with the fandom, but at the very least, I think it does provide a serviceable enough ending. It is very nice. It's nice seeing the characters, like, actually come together and learn to make this place better. You can tell a lot of them have really grown over the course of the show. I mean, Kane especially in this last episode, him giving up his power, and like I said, even just something as subtle as his voice being a lot more, or booming and energetic, now it's a lot more calm and mellow, so yeah, I think it works. Again, I know a lot of people were disappointed and stuff, but I enjoyed it. I think it's pretty solid. So overall, I definitely enjoyed the Amazing Digital Circus finale. I'm really glad I got to see it in theaters, if for no other reason than to support indie animation and see some cool stuff, and I really enjoyed rewatching it here, because like I said, there was some stuff that I got to pick up on again, and some stuff honestly got probably an even stronger reaction out of me, because I actually knew what was going to happen. And my final thoughts on the show as a whole is I really, really enjoyed it. I wouldn't say I'm like a die-hard fan that's like head over heels in love with it and stuff, but I did very much enjoy it. I mean, there's 9 episodes. I definitely would have liked it if there was at least a few more. I've seen some people say that, but either way, the 9 we got were all really good. Like I said, I don't think there's a single episode in here I say I dislike. It started out decent enough and then just kept getting better and better and stuff, at least until, I think episode 6 might still be my favorite episode, but either way, these past 3 have still been really, really good. I absolutely love the animation and the art style. The character designs are super creative, the world is interesting, the jokes are really funny, the emotional moments hit, and above all else, it has an absolutely phenomenal cast of characters. Like I said, I enjoy pretty much all of them. Pomni is absolutely adorable, Jax is hilarious, and his backstory, it gets some, like, genuinely really great emotional moments, but he's also definitely not free of consequences, which I really appreciate. Kinger is hilarious and has some great tender moments and stuff. Gangle is adorable and really relatable. Ragatha's really interesting and sweet. Zubul was really funny. Kane is unhinged, and like I said, genuinely unsettling at points, but also he can be pretty funny, and I do like where he goes at the end. And then Bubble is, well, Bubble, honestly. Not really much to say about them, but yeah. So, yeah, I absolutely love the show's characters, and of course we got some great side characters along the way, like Gummy Goo, Abel, Disappearing Guy, Ming, and of course the Crappy Fish. No, this is kind of weird, because this is the first time I've ever actually gotten to finish a show in one of these reactions, because it has been a hell of an hour and over yet, and I still have not gotten to Arcane Season 2 yet. I will. I promise I will. I don't know when, but I will. Believe me, I want to see Season 2 of Arcane. But either way, I really enjoyed the Amazing Digital Circus. If Gooseworks or anyone else in the show just so happens to be watching this video, which I find pretty unlikely, but either way, in the off chance that one of you actually is, be it cast, crew, or whatever, I'm really happy with the work you guys should be really proud with the work you did here, because you gave us a very, very enjoyable show. I know things have been really crazy in the last couple of months, but with the fandom and stuff going nuts, and a lot of the stuff with the thing in theater, and there's some other controversies involved. Yeah, I know, it's definitely been crazy, but overall, just know that you have still, at the end of the day, created a show that I really enjoy it, and I know hundreds, if not millions, of other people enjoy as well. So, overall, really enjoyed it. Definitely am more interested in seeing what you guys have in store next, because this was really good. Though I'm pretty sure Gooseworks did say they were going to hunt down and kill all of the cast members once the show was ended. And they had a good ride while it lasted.